Have you ever felt like you're just caught in a race that has no finish line? Well, today we're going to explore some really incredible ancient Japanese wisdom that offers a completely different path, one that leads to a calmer, more resilient mind, even in our pretty chaotic modern world. So let's start with a feeling I think we all know, maybe a little too well. It's that constant nagging pressure of modern life, and that search for just a little bit of calm in the middle of all the noise. I mean, does this look familiar? This pressure to be perfect. You know what I'm talking about. The endless scrolling, the constant comparison, that feeling that you have to be flawless and super productive and successful all the time. It's exhausting, right? And this shared feeling is why so many of us are looking for an alternative. We're searching for a way to live that feels less like a frantic race and more like a meaningful journey, something calmer, more emotionally durable. And that search is exactly what leads us to the heart of what we're talking about today. We're going to turn to some really profound ideas from Japanese philosophy that offer a powerful antidote to all that stress and a real framework for building mental resilience. The first piece of wisdom we're going to look at completely reframes our entire idea of progress. It tells us to forget about making these giant leaps and instead to focus on something much, much smaller and ultimately way more powerful. This concept is called Kaizen. It's the philosophy of continuous improvement, and it basically asks us to forget about overnight transformations. The core idea is incredibly simple, but so profound. Just aim to get 1% better every single day. That's it. You've probably heard this famous saying, and you know what? It perfectly captures the spirit of Kaizen. It's a powerful reminder that every great achievement we see is built on a foundation of small, consistent actions. So how do you actually put this into practice? Well, it's a simple 4-step loop. First, you identify just one small thing to improve. Then you make a tiny, almost effortless change. The real magic happens in step 3. You repeat it daily, because over time, all those tiny steps, they compound into huge, meaningful results. Okay, let's move to our next idea, which takes a completely different but equally powerful approach. See, this one isn't about improving. It's about embracing what's already broken. This beautiful art form is called Kintsugi. It's where broken pottery is mended with gold. But the philosophy behind it is even more beautiful. Instead of hiding the cracks, Kintsugi highlights them, celebrating the object's entire history, damage and all, as part of its unique story. And this gives us such a powerful way to see our own lives, our own cracks, our setbacks, our failures, our scars. They aren't things to be ashamed of. They are the golden seams that tell the story of our resilience. They're proof that even when we break, we have the strength to put ourselves back together, often more beautifully than before. And that brings us to our third piece of wisdom. This one is for those moments when challenges just feel completely and utterly overwhelming. The concept is Gaman. It's often translated as endurance or perseverance, but it's so much deeper than that. It's about facing immense hardship with a profound sense of inner patience and dignity. But here's what's crucial to understand. Gaman is not passive waiting. It isn't just letting time pass and hoping for the best. No, it's a conscious act of resilience. It's maintaining your self-control and your dignity even when everything around you feels chaotic. So how do these 3 very distinct ideas, Kaizen, Kintsugi, and Gaman, all come together? Well, let's connect the dots. Think of it like this. When you combine the daily pursuit of improvement with the grace to accept your imperfections and the strength to endure with dignity, you start to forge a new kind of character, one that is both flexible like bamboo and strong like stone. So let's just summarize this whole framework. Your path to resilience really rests on these 3 pillars. First, Kaizen. Commit to small daily progress. Second, Kintsugi. Honor your scars and your failures as part of your unique story. And third, Gaman. Endure those tough times with patience and real inner strength. Ultimately, this brings us right back to that central, beautiful metaphor. True strength, true resilience. It isn't about being unbreakable. It's found in the courage and the grace with which you mend yourself, turning your fractures into features. So I'll leave you with a question to carry with you. Think about your own journey, your own cracks. Which past failure or scar, when you look at it through this new lens, actually reveals your greatest strength? What part of your story will you choose to highlight in gold?